Hello, everyone. We're about to get started, so if you can please grab your seats, that would be great. This is a very special event, so you know, any laptops, maybe just kind of lower them for right now. But we're very excited about today. So for those that don't know me, my name is Matt Claxton. I'm the Director of Sustainability here at Plug and Play. We have been building sustainability for the last few months, and we're very excited to make a few announcements today and really go through the program. So with that, I want to say welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. So, we started this program because we saw a lot of the kind of environmental issues that we're seeing around the world, whether it's plastic pollution, air pollution, water shortages, especially in Cape Town, that was very famous this last year, and a lot of the fires that we're seeing in Northern and Southern California, especially. For those of you who are from the SoCal area, this is becoming a much more, more frequent reality for you. We're seeing this much more every winter, and it's becoming scarier and scarier. So here at Plug and Play, we want to be part of the solutions. We want to be finding the innovative startups from all around the world that can address a lot of these issues that we're seeing. So what we did is we took a look at the UN SDGs. So these are the goals that the UN set during the Paris Climate Agreement, saying, you know what, let's all get unified, let's all come together and set some real benchmarks for everlasting change. And so we took a look at these and we figured out that we can have a direct impact into 12 of them. So whether it's good health and well-being, quality education, clean water and sanitation, clean energy, infrastructure, sustainable communities and living situations, life below water, life on land, and lastly, number 17, partnerships for the goal. And that's really what Plug and Play does. We want to bring startups, corporations, nonprofits, VCs, mentors, and private investors, entrepreneurs everywhere together in order to solve all these goals. And you know what? It really takes a collaborative effort. No one person can do it by themselves. No small group can really do it by themselves. It takes people from all around the world really coming together, collaborating together, and working towards one common goal. So today, I'm proud to announce that we're actually launching 2 new parallel programs here at Plug and Play. So the first one is Plug and Play Sustainable Economy, and then the second one is End Plastic Waste Innovation Platform. So those are 2 different programs that we're going to be running with different focus areas, but we'll be running them in parallel. So I just want to go through the focus areas to see, or to show you how we're addressing a lot of the common environmental issues that you're seeing all around the world, which industries we're looking at, and which industries we can have an everlasting impact into. So the first one is circular economy. We all know we can't keep using our precious resources the way that we are, so we need to start really moving from a linear economy to a circular economy and start utilizing waste and making it into valued goods again. So today we're going to be focusing on green manufacturing, textiles, upcycling, recycling of waste materials, looking at biomaterials, so how can we start utilizing waste agriculture or waste food and turning them into valued goods again. Carbon reduction, so making a lot of our manufacturing, our plants much more cleaner and much more efficient. Zero waste, so how can we capture waste and again upcycle it into valued products again. How can we reduce the amount of waste that's actually being produced at the manufacturing facilities. Sustainable supply chain, and modeling and analysis. And what I mean by modeling and analysis is how can we start bringing startups that are doing a lot in climate change modeling. It is a reality that we're seeing, and so we want to bring the innovative startups that are actually taking a look at areas and predicting what those areas will look like in the next year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, so we can effectively and efficiently plan for the future to come. We want to focus on water. Water is a personal passion of mine. I've been in the space for about 8 years now, so I'm very excited that we're going to be launching this initiative that has a strong focus in water. So on the water side, we're looking at water treatment, digitalization, conservation, recycling, and plant process optimization. We feel that the water industry, or at least innovation of it, has been really underutilized and hasn't really had the light that it deserves. So we really want to bring it to the forefront and put Plug and Play's name behind it and bring a lot of very innovative and exciting startups from all around the world in the space on stage in front of you. And that's what we're doing with this program, Sustainable Economy. We're bringing all these exciting startups on stage so that you can see them incorporate them into your manufacturing facilities, into your plants, into your business, and make everlasting and sustainable change. Our second program is our End Plastic Waste program. And so what we're doing is we've looked at the entire plastic value chain, and we said, where can we make a everlasting impact in the world in the plastics? So we're looking at waste collection, so collecting all the plastic waste that we're seeing in an efficient and effective manner. We're looking at waste sorting, so how can we sort it to where it can be properly recycled and turned into valued goods again, or turned into chemical compounds or fuels that people then can use instead of it ending up in landfills. How can we upcycle it, so turn that waste plastic into a valuable good again? Looking at waste material exchange, so who is collecting the plastic, who wants the plastic and turn it into something, and connecting those players together. And lastly, we want to look at river pollution prevention. So how can we prevent plastic waste from ending up in the rivers and ultimately our oceans? We've seen a lot of stuff in the news about all these nonprofits, all these efforts for cleaning up ocean plastic, and we've seen a lot of them haven't really been even touching the plastic waste that's accumulating. They haven't really been making an impact. And so we want to stop it at the source. How can we stop the plastic from actually ending up in our rivers and make this impact? So with that, I'd like to welcome our Chief Revenue Officer, Michael Olmsted, to actually make the announcement that we've all been waiting for. So Michael.
Wow, this is my third time up here today. Welcome, guys. We're really excited about this initiative. For those of you who know me, this is something that I'm very passionate about, sustainability, and I think Saeed shares that passion. We want to be part of the solution, not the problem. And I've had the pleasure of launching 12 different offices and programs around the world, all of which have been amazing, but I think this one definitely takes the cake in terms of my excitement level. And so to add this to suspense, I'm going to play a short video before we make the actual announcement.
This is the world we see.
This is where we laugh.
Where we fall down.
And where we get back up.
Because the world we see
is not the world we know.
The world we know
finds a way to overcome.
And we have the tools. We have the people that can change the world.
The world we know is full of pioneers that find new cures.
Dreamers that make us fly.
Darers who take us to the stars.
And innovators who will help us preserve our world for generations to come.
Because when we bring together the heroes of today
to dream,
to build,
and help our cities,
our communities,
and our neighborhoods improve,
we can do something truly incredible.
Let's be the ones
that came together to change the world.
So if that didn't give it away, as of today, we've entered into a partnership with the Alliance to End Plastic Waste. We'll give you a little bit more detail on what that alliance is. But just a quick summary, it is a consortium of 42 large companies that have put up tens of millions of dollars to help end plastic waste. And they've selected Plug and Play to actually launch an innovation platform, which we now name the End Plastic Waste Innovation Platform. Given that this is a global problem, it wasn't enough to just have one location. We've actually decided to launch 3 locations across Europe, Asia, and Silicon Valley. We'll be having 90-day programs in each location. We'll be running 2 programs per hub with a total of 10 startups in each batch, focused on the plastics value chain. As it relates to the selection process, we'll be choosing 5 members of the alliance that represent the plastics value chain who will dictate the technology focus and the selection criteria, and they'll be working with those startups during the 3 months. These programs will be running almost concurrently throughout the year with the ultimate goal of making and putting an end to plastic waste. So to christen this partnership, I'd like to welcome Leslie Hushka from ExxonMobil, Saeed Amidi from Plug and Play, and Omer Gozin from Plug and Play as well, for a quick signing ceremony. And a couple pictures.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's like, as Mike said, it goes full circle. You know, I started my business in 1979, and I did packaging technology and packaging export. Quite frankly, with ExxonMobil, I have been in this business of distributing high-density polyethylene for now 40 years. Luckily enough, most of my bottles are produced in Mexico for milk, juice, and water. And because in Mexico, the garbage collection and the value of the plastic is really high compared to standard of living, over 70% of the bottles are recycled. We hope to reach 100%. But I thought like to mention to you, even back in my home country in Iran, we did plastic PVC compound for shoes, we did polyurethane foam, and quite frankly, as much as I've been in this packaging business, it is incredible product. It preserves our food. It makes it easier to travel. And if we manage it better, like some of the Nordic countries, it would not have a bad reputation because it actually improves lives. You could, or it's my belief, you could not live the way we live without plastic packaging for our food, milk, etc. So when I say I'm going full circle, it is really like Mike said, it is an incredible sort of day in my life because I feel what we have learned to do in this innovation platform for mobility, banking, insurance, supply chain, if we can apply it to plastic waste and find the next Uber or the next Airbnb, even if it is the next Google, I'd be happy, to scale this business and to make a positive impact. And quite frankly, with Leslie and a group of corporations who have done a commitment to this cause, we just need to find the right ideas, the right entrepreneur, and empower them to do a quick pilot with one of our great corporate partners. And then if the pilot works, like we do every day, we do it with about 1,000 startups a year here, we need to put our gas on the pedal, electric car, no, I'm just joking, and it sort of take the speed to higher to make a positive impact. Again, please, everybody in the room, join me in this journey. I promise you that it will be fun. We will make a positive impact, and we have to make money with these startups so it is sustainable and it can grow on its own. Thank you so much. My daughter Sophie will be very happy.
Leslie, the mic is yours.
All right. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Jacob Dewar, the new CEO at the Alliance, thank you for this opportunity today. It's always a great team here. Well, it's my pleasure to be here today to represent the Alliance to End Plastic Waste as we begin this exciting new partnership with Plug and Play. Through this effort, we're going to bring together the right people from startups to some of the world's largest corporations, to find and fund long-term solutions to reduce plastic waste in the environment. Many governments, companies, and civil organizations are looking for ways to address this growing environmental problem. The Alliance to End Plastic Waste was created in January of 2019 to bring together companies from across the globe and across the plastic value chain. We're manufacturers who make plastic products, consumer goods companies who use them in their packaging, recyclers, and waste management companies. The Alliance members are committed to collaborative solutions, as well as undertaking individual company efforts. We're committed to invest $1.5 billion over the next 5 years and develop solutions around 4 pillars: innovation, education, infrastructure, and cleanup. Our approach is to identify solutions that can be scaled up, replicated, and implemented wherever plastic waste is leaking into the environment. We also want to make sure that we're considering new technologies and business models. And that's the value of working with Plug and Play. Your experience and ability to pair innovative, entrepreneurial ideas with the scale and resources of large corporations and investors can help us identify and create the best synergies for success. With this effort, we'll create a pipeline of innovative solutions and opportunities for the Alliance and its members to invest in and in turn drive comprehensive, meaningful change to help end plastic waste in the environment. Our partnership will help us identify, incubate, and deliver the innovative solutions that this global challenge requires. Things like collecting and sorting plastic waste, finding new ways to make recycling and recovering plastics easier, and creating economic value from post-use plastics. There is no single solution. No country, company, or organization can solve this problem on its own. It takes action from everyone, and it will take our best ideas and our collective expertise, resources, and innovative spirit. Through the hubs and Plug and Play will establish here in Silicon Valley and in Paris and in Singapore, we're confident that the Alliance will connect with the best startups and entrepreneurs, and new solutions can be tested and funded. Plastic waste in the environment is unacceptable, but it can be solved if we focus our attention and resources on the best solutions. We need to aim high and look beyond symbolic gestures and commit to significant action to prevent plastic from entering our land or marine environments. We're excited to get started and launch the first accelerator program here in February. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leslie. I can honestly say it is the honor of my life to be helping with this, driving it, and working with all the startups that are going to bring on board, working with Leslie and the rest of the Alliance group. I know I can speak for all of us. We couldn't be more thrilled about this collaboration and this joint partnership together to bring all these innovative solutions to really ending our plastic waste. So with that, I'd love to bring our keynote speaker, Priyanka from Reenology up, who will be giving us a speech and is actually a startup that has partnered with the Alliance. So with that, Priyanka.